All right, so today we got slope. We're going to look at it a couple of different ways with a graph, with points, and then with an equation. If we remember, slope is always rise over run. How far up and down we go is on top, up being positive, down being negative. And then for our case, I think we should always go to the right. So starting from the left, going to the right, and that bottom number is always going to be positive then to make it easier. So if we look at this first one, we're going to start on the left. How far up we go? 1, 2, 3. So we go up 3. Then from here we go 1, 2, to the right 2. So since we went up, we said that was positive. We went right 2, up 3, over 2, 3 over 2 is our slope. We're just given the points. I use the same points, -1, -1, and 1, 2, which is right here. And our equation is this. The second y minus our first y, and a second x minus our first x. Okay, so we have our second y minus our first y, 2 minus -1, 2 negatives in a row made a positive. And then we have our second x minus our first x on the bottom, 1 minus -1, 2 negatives in a row make a positive. 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 1 is 2, so we got the same exact thing we did over here, which is perfect because we have the same points. Then I have our equation for our line. This is the equation for the line that I graphed. Y equals 3/2 x plus 1/2. The slope in the equation is always the number that's with the x, 3 over 2. All right, so we're going to do some examples on the graph first. So, graph, we always do left to right. We're going to go up and down first. Here we got to go down 1, 2. Since we went down 2, we said that was negative. I'm just going to write that down, -2. And then we go right 1, 2, 3, 4. -2 over 4. But I can simplify that. -2 over 4 is -1/2. Okay, our next one. How far up and down we go? Well, we don't go up and down at all. So I'm going to say 0 on the top. Then I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 0 divided by 6 is 0. All right. Now here I went up and down first. I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I went over 0. And if we ever have 0 on the bottom, our answer is undefined. 0 on the bottom is undefined. 0 on top is 0. So 0 on top, 0. 0 on the bottom, undefined. All right, moving on to here. So if I start here, how far up do I go? 1, 2. I went up, so it's positive. Then I go to the right, 1, 2, 2 over 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. So my answer would be 1. All right, we're going to look at some just points now, using our equation from before. So using this equation in the middle, we're going to look at this. So first we have our second y. We're going to find our second y, which is 6. Minus our first y. Our first y is right here, which is 4. Over our second x minus our first x. So I'm going to go to my second x is 2 minus -3. So 6 minus 4 is 2. Here I have 2 negatives in a row. Turn to a plus. 2 plus 3 is 5. All right, so in my equation, I do my second x first. Or sorry, second y on top first. Second y minus my first y. So my second y is -2 minus -1. And my second x minus my first x. So 3 minus 3. So on top, change this to a plus. 2 negatives in a row. Negative 2 plus 1 equals negative 1 over 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. And if we have a 0 on the bottom, we said that was undefined. All right. Now to just the equations. So in the equations, as long as y is by itself, and on all of ours, y is by itself, the slope is just the number that is with x. So if I look at my first one, what number is with x? Is just 2 over 3. So that is all I have to do as long as y is by itself. Y is over here. Y is by itself. Perfect. What number is with x? 3. So that is my slope. And on the last one, y is by itself. Perfect. But there's nothing with my x. Well, if there's nothing with my x, what number is actually in front of this x? Well, I have 1x. I just have 1. So my slope would be that 1.